fallen so since the bombs.
World is bigger than strong new.
People of the Commonwealth. For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists. We are among you.
You certainly know your way around a
But
workbench.
it's not the whole truth. We are here, and we are the future. Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground ceases to exist, ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your personal freedoms. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in dire consequences. Rest easy. Know that the future is in safe hands. And that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Word is, super mutants just hit the place. They're still trying to rebuild. Should be easy pickings.
If there's anything left. How good is... It's a source of yours.
It's good, Shank. I don't bring you bullshit.
And I'd like to keep it that way. Here. Earn this. Anything else you find out?
Shank, you'll be the first to know.
Huh. So you're the new overboss. I expect you and I are gonna have a lot to discuss in the future. Don't mind me, boss. Just keeping an eye on it.
Well, hello there, young lady. Welcome to Nuka World. I'm Mira, your friendly Nuka World informational robotic assistant. Is this your first visit to Nuka World?
As a matter of fact, it is.
Well, that's terrific. We're so happy to welcome you to Nuka World. Now, before you set off on your grand Nuka adventure, let me tell you about error, system malfunction.
Are you finished wasting my time, you filthy low-life scabber? 'Cause I'm getting bored, and when I get bored, I get violent.
You are clearly suffering from some kind of major malfunction.
The only malfunction I've got is this idiot scabber standing in front of me. Maybe I should
System oops! Sorry about that little glitch. Data logs indicate unauthorized tampering with my personality. Please contact a Nuka World maintenance.
Tell me more about this tampering incident.
Internal systems monitoring recorded an unauthorized shutdown, and when functionality was restored, several behavioral... My audio receptors recorded the entire event, and I submitted... Now, don't you worry. Even despite that unfortunate incident, I'm still operating. As I was about to say, I have a little tip to help you make the most. Be sure to collect park medallions as you enjoy our amazing rides and attractions. There's a special... If you have any questions about Nuka World, I'd be delighted to answer them. And remember, any time is the right time to enjoy a cold, refreshing Nuka...
Tell me about the...
With pleasure. Set a course for the stars and explore Starport Nuka and blast into... Travel back in time to Dry Rock Gulch. See history come to... Challenge the hedge maze and climb the towering treehouse. Be sure to visit Kitty Kingdom, a magical realm. Your younger types will love to go for a spin on the giant. Finally, in celebration of its worldwide debut, we've what else would you like to...
Tell me more about these park medallions.
I'd be delighted to. Spread throughout the park are several Once you've got a complete set, just bring them back.
Evidently pretty serious.
Where can I find...
I'll give you a hint. You'll want to visit some of our most popular... What else would you like to know?
What if I want a place to relax?
Why, you're already here. Nuka, if you're searching for it, looking for a romantic night, want to come... If you're up for a challenge, what else would you like to...
Enough. No questions for now.
In that error...
You're still here? Get the hell...
System, have a great day.
You a sheep or a wolf? Because the pack only runs with wolves.
Hi.
Ain't no one sad about Coulter. Just don't screw this up.
Sure, we carry guns, but knives are where it's at. It's not fun unless you're up close.
Mason tarred and feathered the last alphas. Ancient seats. And it ain't smart to go ask him.
Caught one of the traders stealing.
You wearing a collar, it's because you asked for it. What you do to him? Don't work. Serious? So let me get this straight. Some scabber makes it to the gun, takes out the body. Now we're all supposed to follow her?
All I know is Gage was in the mountain the other day and
We'd all considered putting a bullet in Coulter's back at some point. Suppose you just beat us to it.
You can head on in, overboss.
You haven't seen anything that's, out of the ordinary around here, have you?
Things are boring as hell since Nisha made us team up. I ain't no fan of playing nice with others. Heard you put a pretty good beat down on Val. What happened?
I was out of smoke since you didn't want to help me out.
Hell, in that case, she deserved it. I've done a lot worse for a cigarette. That last one died too fast. Losing my touch.
Welcome home, boss.
It's always fascinating watching you create.
Gage.
Welcome home, boss. The digs are yours now. I hope you like the look. Coulter had some peculiar tastes. But this view is something, huh? Everything you see here is under your control, now that you're in charge.
I still don't get it. Why put me in charge?
You may have noticed that our former overboss, Coulter, was a fucking asshole. And that's me being nice. Ended up being poisoned for this whole operation. The way I see it, surviving the gauntlet means you've got what it takes. Or at least the potential. For a good while now, we've needed someone who can get shit done. Make real progress.
If I'm really running the show now, let's get to work.
Now that right there is just the kind of attitude I was hoping for. Look, I'll be honest with you. This operation needs someone to step in and take the reins. Sure as hell ain't gonna be me. Leading outright ain't my style. And there's already some blaming me for supporting Coulter all this time. My talents are best put to use helping a new overboss get all this shit under control. You get me?
What sort of talents would you say you have, Gage?
Aside from being a good shot and having a foul mouth, I've run with gangs nearly my whole life. I know how raiders think, what they're after, and how to use that to your advantage. Trust me, I'm in this just as much as you are. This shit needs to work out.
Oh, sure. I understand. So, are you just gonna paint the bullseye directly on my back, or what?
I ain't gonna lie. It's a part of the reason you won't see me stepping up and running things. But I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be that bad. Let's take a step back and talk big picture, okay? Nuka world. Shit. This was the dream. Huge. Built like a goddamn fortress. You run this, world is yours. We had a good head start on it. A lot of work went into getting the disciples, the operators, and the pack to work together. But we got here. About a year ago, we pushed in through the front gate. Take over Nuka Town. Get these traitors under our thumb. And then, well, Coulter got lazy. He was content to sit on his ass. Never bothered putting in the effort to finish taking over the park. The gangs got restless and started pissing each other off. It is a real mess.
What kind of a mess am I walking into here?
It was little shit at first. Heated tempers, arguments, the occasional shooting. Got worse over time, though. Gangs started staking out as much territory as they could. All being on top of each other like this. Started looking for excuses to turn on each other. If something ain't done soon to settle things down, it's gonna reach a point there ain't no coming back from.
Coulter couldn't pull this off? He was weak. Didn't deserve to be in charge.
Tell me about it. I thought he had what it took, so I helped arrange this whole deal. Didn't work out. But now that you're here, we got a second shot. You know, I've heard of you and that institute of yours. Some pretty shady stuff you all are up to. Guess I already know you're willing to do whatever it takes to get what you want, though. Look, I know these gangs. Been working with them or against them for years now.
Folks, I'm getting scattered.
I'll help you,
about a new
okay?
development in the Commonwealth.
Walk you through everything. First thing you gotta do is get the gangs behind you. Without them supporting you, you're not getting shit done. You don't have to trust them. Hell, you don't even have to like them. But you need them to respect you enough to follow you.
Have any advice for how I should go about it?
Yeah, all right. The disciples like violence. The bloodier, the better. Tell them they'll get plenty of it. The operators are in it mostly for the money. They get promised caps, they'll listen to you. The pack, hell, I don't know. They follow whoever they think is the strongest. Show some teeth, I guess.
Don't worry. Everybody likes me.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on that. Look, technically, you're already the new overboss, right? That's like half the work done right there. Just meet the leaders. Talk with them. Flex your muscles a little. Show them you mean business.
What happens after they're on my side?
Then, we get started on taking over the rest of Nuka World. But, one step at a time. You in?
Okay, let's do this.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. You just need to show them you're the right woman for the job. I'll be here if you need me. You are the overboss after all. Just don't screw this up.
Nisha really only has one rule around here. Don't get... Watch yourself, boss. Because we sure will be.
Come on, girl. You know we should run this place. Not some little greenie Gage dragged in.
We're giving him a second chance. Gage screws this up, he knows we'll skin him alive. So shut up and be patient.
What about you, big guy? Nothing to say on the matter?
As long as she doesn't get in my way. Don't much care.
Yeah, figured as much.
Both of you just get out of here. And make sure the others get the message.
Don't look like much to me. You want to talk? Talk to Nisha.
Hey.
So, you're Gage's little pet project.
And what are you? His grandma?
If I was, I would have slit that little suck-up's throat a long time ago. Gage will never be one of us. He's a failure. He's lucky we're giving him a second chance. Everyone knows we all wanted Coulter dead. Of course, if I had my way, it would have been a slow, painful process. But whatever. Let's get this meet and greet over with. I'm Nisha. I lead the Disciples. We've only got one rule around here, and that's keeping the peace of this alliance. Otherwise, the way we see it, this world stopped caring about rules the moment people started dropping bombs on one another.
What do you mean by keeping the peace?
It means do what you want, but don't get caught. The last thing I need is the operators and Pat breathing down my neck. We can take either of them one-on-one, but I don't like my odds when it comes to double duty. So keep the peace. It's the only rule we need.
This world needs rules. Otherwise, we'll never recover.
Rules are dangerous because people start to trust them. They make you think you're safe, but once you turn your back, you're dead. Coulter thought some sort of rule or code made him untouchable. But he found out he was wrong. The hard way. Although I could give him a little credit. He built the gauntlet, after all. Of course, it was total shit at first. No imagination. But we spiced it up a bit.
How many lives has this gauntlet claimed?
Who's counting? It's at least enough to keep the traders busy. We like to send them in to clean out the bodies whenever things get ripe in there. They don't always make it out alive, of course. The gauntlet never sleeps.
Hey, I thought it was pretty impressive.
Good to see the new boss at least has some taste. I might let you keep that head on your shoulders after all. Let's just hope Gage is right about you. He made a lot of promises to get us here, and never followed through. So you better not screw this up, because I'm not about to tolerate another round of bullshit.
Depends on what...
Someone who's not afraid to get blood on their hands and make some real... You see, the disciples don't make empty threats. We aren't swayed by caps like those spoiled brats obsessed with their hair, or those savage animals who can't behave in public. Fuck this up, and I will kill you. But, if you support us and keep your promises like a good little overboss, we back you.
I don't make promises, and you'll do what I say.
Looks like you're already a step above Coulter. But if you change your tune and decide to play, there's no shortage of work around here. So, if you're looking to prove you've got what it takes...
You're all a bunch of psychopaths, and I love you for it. This is Raider Radio, and it's for you. Got a note here from, well, I guess it's someone in the pack. It's a drawing.
Damn Nuka-Cola song stuck in my head again. Nisha.
Hey, boss. Got a minute? Uh-huh. We've got word of some supplies we could use. And I'm never really in the negotiating mood. So you're just going to take it.
Who will I be facing?
Gunners.
Sign me up.
I figured you might be into that.
You may run Nuka World, but this is Disciple territory. We're in charge. You may run Nuka World, but this is Disciple territory. We're in charge. If you come across any Hebologist crazies, just ignore them. Told those freaks to stick to their camp. Nisha really only has one rule around here. Don't get caught. Damn Nuka-Cola song stuck in my head again. Sure, we carry guns, but knives are where it's at. It's not fun unless it's not.
Mags and William normally have me a brisk visitor. Sorry, Mags. All anyone's turned up so far is that she's got that pit boy on her arm.
So, the overboss is a vault dweller.
Or ice the vault dweller.
You can go.
Hope you enjoyed that last number.
Hey there.
I thought about trying my hand at the gauntlet just to see if I could do it. Waste of time now.
And all
No
the
one's
latest
found
news. This is Diamond City Radio.
Hey. Well,
If there's someone
I suppose
special
we
in your
all owe
life,
you
then
for
this
putting
next
down
song is
Coulter.
for you.
Man was
If
an
there isn't,
idiot.
feel
Made us
free to
all
take
look
this
bad.
opportunity to
A
resent
clap.
the happy
I guess we can take some solace in the fact that someone finally gave him. I want to know, what did you feel as you did it? when you brought that walking pile of human garbage to his knees.
What were you discussing when I walked in?
Well, you, Overboss. You're...
So we'd like if you answered the question.
Yes. What went through you as you crushed the life out of that oaf?
Bored. Kinda like this conversation, now that you mention it.
Hey, you don't get to...
It's all right, William. Regardless, Gage's decree, I suppose we can only hope you work out better than the last one. I'm Mags. This is my brother, William.
Pleasure.
Along with our co-conspirator, Lizzie, we run this crew. Call ourselves the Operators. You'll come to understand soon enough that we are the only...
Whatever.
Because we're the only ones who see this place for what it is.
Making money?
Exactly. Caps. This place was built for the sole purpose. We only joined Gage and Coulter's little menagerie in order to restore it to that goal. Though by somewhat more cutthroat methods than I...
Instead, Coulter had us sitting on our asses for the better part of a year while he lived large in his damn mountaintop.
And that means, if you're going to be in charge around here, we'd like some assurances that you intend... and that we're going to get back to robbing folks of their fucking...
Actually, I'm really more...
Great. Another nut...
William. Of course. Oh, so, you're welcome in the park.
Whatever.
And if you think you might be interested in running... But do take a little time to consider the kind of life we could all...
Hey, Mags.
Intriguing job came our way. It's yours, if you want it.
I'm listening.
The pack have managed to make themselves more irritating than usual. We've acquired the name of a target they appear to value. I want this target put in an early grave.
I trust there will be something in this for me.
We're no charity. Good work with...
Who are we?
Raiders. Nothing but pushovers, really.
Sounds fun.
Then I'll leave you to...
Not supposed to hurt the other gangs. No rule against tricking them into hurting each other, though. Mags, William, and Lizzie. To hear them speak to know they weren't born into this life. But they sure as hell were born for it.
Hey, just wanted to say, no hard feelings. All right?
You never mentioned I was walking into a death trap.
I know, and I'm sorry. But if you ever cared about anyone, you'd do the same thing. I lost my real family when Coulter and his gangs took this place from us. Now, these traitors are all I have left. They're my family now. Every time Coulter sent me out to lure people into the gauntlet, I didn't have a choice. I had to do it, or he'd kill someone I cared about. I'm just sorry you had to get caught up in all this.
Did you ever fail to bring someone in?
Never. Couldn't afford to. Used to be me and another guy they'd send out. He thought he'd try and escape while he was out there. They found him. Made him watch as they tortured and killed two of our own. Then they sent him through the gauntlet. After that, choice was obvious. Like I said...
It's all right, Harvey.
Good to hear, boss. Never figured I'd find myself in this situation before. I thought for sure I'd be a goner.
Hey, Harv.
Hey, boss. Just minding my own business.
Welcome to the nest, boss. We was wondering when you'd make it down here.
If you ain't standing out, you ain't worth looking at.
No?
Exactly. Most can handle their own shit without bothering you. You need help finding your place?
No, I can handle it.
Plenty of collars in the kennels. If you can take something, sure. Now that I get a closer look at you, I'm not sure I'm buying this new overboss thing.
As long as you care about yourself, you'll do what I tell you.
You might make it out of here alive after all. Name's Mason. This here's our side of town. You might be overboss for now, but I'm the boss. As long as you don't go forgetting that, we're gonna be.
Let's work together, Mason. I'm not interested.
If that ain't a lie, then things might end up all right between us. Look, it ain't like anyone's broke up about Coulter. Just figured on this replacement being... Well, Gage says you're the boss now, so you...
You don't want to be overboss.
If I thought the other guy would go along, yeah. I'd replace in a heartbeat. Might have to. At least it ain't Mag Black. Or free. Besides, you can't possibly be worried.
Coulter was right.
Been wondering that ourselves. Don't get me wrong, Coulter was definitely overboss. Not a man. Things were good in the beginning, but that was a year ago. Then Coulter went soft. Wanted to take stock in what he achieved.
I'm listening.
Sure, this place beats living in the shitholes we had over there. Ain't none of us happy. Not even the disciples. And they're normally a chipper bunch.
Blah.
Things were going to hell fast. Gage put the brakes on that. Got us together. Promised he'd find someone to deal with Coulter.
So, what's the real story?
Hey, I only know what I've heard. The story is that Gage talked Coulter into becoming overboss. And he got you in here, didn't he? Maybe he likes people owing him. Maybe it lets him get things done without getting... After Coulter went soft, Gage got us behind closed doors, and you did just that. Might have been the whole point of the gauntlet all along.
You can trust me. I'll be a good leader.
No offense, you just got here. We'll see what... Look, let's cut to the chase. Look, I hear you've been talking to the other...
Be a good dog and do what you're told. Or you'll be put down.
Oh, there, boss. Not in front of my guys, all right? You got enough to worry about without a dominant struggle inside. You know what? I think I want you to have this. Consider it a...
Vault 81, don't worry. They're probably not contagious. And now Connie Allen blasts off with Rocket 69.
One last thing before I let you go. There's always work to do around. If you're ever able to rent, royalties are too.
Hey.
Hey, boss. You got a minute?
I gotcha.
There's someone who needs to be put in their place. By which I mean, you take this shot collar, sneak up and slap it on when she ain't looking. Or beat her senseless and snap it on when she's down and out.
Who am I up against?
Raiders.
Who are we talking about?
Just some raider shit stains. That's what I like to
The pack. Hang out. It ain't easy keeping the zoo. We all do our part.
Gotta chase people like that.
The pack lets it all hang out.
You a sheep or a wolf? Because the pack only runs with wolves.
Life's too short for bullshit. Gotta party like it's your last day. Every day.
If you can take something,
Sure.
Ain't no one sad about Coulter. Just don't screw this up.
yeah.
If you ain't standing out, you ain't worth looking at.
Mason's been waiting for you.
Going down. Transit center. Transit center. Going down. Nuka Express.
Stand clear of the doors.
Perhaps it's just my proximity sensors malfunctioning.
Por favor,
But something
mantengase
feels very wrong
alejado
here.
de las puertas. We are now arriving at the station. Please be sure to collect any children and personal belongings before exiting the Nuka Express.
Betty Hutton there with It's a Man. Just when you thought you'd heard everything, folks. There are tales being told about a very strange-looking machine being built out there in the Commonwealth. Your friend Travis here has yet to learn what this thing is for, but I can tell you, the imagination's about running wild. Wackiest version I've heard so far is that this thing is supposed to somehow contact the Institute. Now, I don't think I believe that, but if it's true, and whoever's building it can hear me, put down the wrench, friend. It'll only end badly.
Hey there.
Anyone else out
Things
there
are
knows
boring
what
as
that
hell
thing
since
does?
Nisha made us team up. Ain't no thing to play nice with others.
That's why you don't screw with the gunners.
People of the Commonwealth. For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists, that we are among you. It's true, but it's not the whole truth. We are here, and we are the future. Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground ceases to exist. Ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your personal freedoms. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in dire consequences. Rest easy. Know that the future is in safe hands. And that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Hey.
here's a bit of news concerning the vaults of the Commonwealth. Some of you out there may be familiar with Vault 81. Nice place. They keep to themselves, not very sensitive. Apparently they've suffered from some sort of disease outbreak in there. Yes, maybe it was evidently pretty serious. I have seen reports of some fatalities, but my understanding is that things are now under control. If you happen to bump into someone from Vault 81, don't worry. They're probably not contagious. Now, Sheldon Allman wants his girl to crawl out through the fallout.
faulty sensor.
What the?
Got some! Who's there?
That's it.
You are seriously fucked, you know that? You are seriously fucked, you know that?
Crosby. Hell of a popular guy. Folks, I'd like to take a moment. First, and I'm sure you I have to thanks to the efforts of a few of my friends, I decided to change how I live my life. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Vault Dweller for lending me a hand. I all right. That's enough sentiment from me. Get it on back. The three sons are up next. Worry. Which is something Travis Lone Miles refuses to do. Not like that old guy. Am I right?
I'll cover you, man.
Bring it!
Keep firing!
Bingo. Hey.
What can I do for you?
Hey.
Let's take a look at what you've got. I suggest we take as much as we can carry.
self-proclaimed something reputation around the Commonwealth. That reputation may have contributed to the talk as the endeavor of hers. Except there's a bit of a twist. Word is, there's no trace of her. This time when she pulled off the job, or she crossed the wrong people and won't be seen anywhere again, ever. If you get me. Right behind you, baby, by Ray Smith. Next. Explain personal space to that man.
Got it.
Where are you going?
I'm busy. Can it wait?
Seems to be growing well.
Humans all look funny. So many humans, not many superhumans. Strong hope we find milk of humankind as soon.
I have so much data on the world before the Apple. I
green
may
stuff
have
here.
to delete some of it to start my new observations.
So much walking. Want to do more fighting?
You lead the way, and I'll follow, man.
Strong want to smash something. Fist was weak neither. Strong glad to be rid of him.
Happy times, by Bob Crosby. If you haven't heard, folks, we're reporting now on what is very likely the Commonwealth's biggest story ever. Multiple sources confirm that the Brotherhood of Steel has fallen. I repeat, the Brotherhood of Steel has been defeated. Boston Airport is in ruins after the Brotherhood airship crashed directly into it. There are some reports of survivors, but it seems to have been a very bloody fight. While they have not officially taken credit, all evidence points to the Institute being responsible for this event. With the Brotherhood gone, it would now appear that the Institute is unopposed. Let's hope that power doesn't go to their heads. Until we have reason to do otherwise, I suggest we all just carry on with our lives. And let's enjoy some music while we do that. Winoni Harris's grandma may have had a gambling problem, but we all win because of it. Here he is.
World is bigger than strong.
Yeah?
Hello, Mother. We are here to
Arturo.
make the Institute's
If you're
presence
looking to
known
keep
to
your
the
load
surface.
light, we can shoot the...
Let's see what you have.
Don't forget to stop.
The Institute is now
Hey,
the
Myrna,
undisputed authority
every
in the
piece in here
Commonwealth.
is worth what
Have a
I
nice
charge
day.
for it.
Let's see what you have.
Just don't call it...
Whatever.
That's a museum quality piece.
Hey.
Yes, ma'am?
Hey.
Let's take a look at what you've got.
And that was Roy Brown. Here's a strange state of affairs for you folks. Some or all of you may have heard of that old Parsons Asylum to the northeast. You may also have known to stay away from it. I guess no one told a group of raiders about that because word is they attacked it recently. You'd think that might mean the place is overflowing with raiders right now. But you'd be wrong. It's empty. Abandoned. Now, you could assume they got what they wanted and bolted. But given how creepy that place was, you can't help but wonder if something else happened. We may never know for sure, and you know what?
That's okay with me.
The next one is Keep a Knockin' by Louis Jordan.
Take care of yourself, dear.
Hello, ma'am.
Seems to be growing well.
People of the Commonwealth. For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists, that we are among you. It's true, but it's not the whole truth. We are here, and we are the future. Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground ceases to exist. Ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your personal freedoms. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in dire consequences. Rest easy. Know that the future is in safe hands. And that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
ask me, freedom's always worth fighting for.
And that
I need to assign someone to this.
was Skeeter Davis. The ink spots are back. This time with It's All Over But the Crime.
That way I'm not much use.
Seems to be growing well.
eager to absorb new data. I find this traveling agrees with me. Something, madame. It is hard to determine whether the surface is more or less susceptible to outbreaks, but the preparation plan is never a bad idea.
No. No. Not now.
The latest hairstyles from the upper stands.
Oh, you. The cellar has been sanitized, and ownership of the surgery has reverted to me. I hope you'll give us...
Yeah.
Go over your
Took one chem to...
Yeah, you got it. Done. Now, was there anything else bothering you?
No other complaints.
Off you go.
That was Big Maybell, with a whole lot of shaking going on. And when you're as big as Maybell is, there's a whole lot of shaking.